Welcome back to the NDS. We are here at Richmond for race 24 of the regular season. Quick look at qualifying. And a quick look back up through the field. There are plenty of these drivers ready to go. Seeing what little they can get to finish the regular season. That one racer on the pole for this field. And he'll take the green to kick off a Jiffy Lube 400. Here we go. The second row, definitely a lot different on the start, though. You can see the qualifying position. Some of these drivers punching above their weight, trying their best. But Seto struggling so far on the first lap to really fall in line, so to speak. She races her way out to fourth, trying for more. Meanwhile, back at here, it gets rough. Misty Viper, CS Fast and 11. There are several of these drivers who could potentially point their way through a good day to see what they can do. But of course, the ultimate wild card lays ahead with the regular season finale being at Zanjoltis. Hyperdrive taking a little bit of a higher line, but that could open himself up to vulnerability from the 5. Wannabe taking advantage of that while clearing Gamma at the same time. A good move by the 5. At the 45, had a bit of an iffy corner, loses ground. The 19 of Mizzou is, all he really needs is points to keep himself above water at this point in the season to make the playoffs. It's just really tough sledding for his season so far. He has not had the consistently good finishes he has wanted, as yellow's out. Oh, the 36 of Tide. One of the many. Oh no. The 6 of Krugermeyer just making a very erroneous error at that moment in time. As the field really tries to skirt underneath the wreck, Team Duke just loses control. The 34 gets a piece of it, the 66 involved. And that stacks up so much off of 4 that it's really tough, as everybody kind of has a little bit of a slide there. Travis Scott got hit into a roll there, as the 27 of Iris gets significantly T-boned by Fred Jones in the infield. So there's a lot of spinning and damage to be had in this part of the race here. It's something about the chaos of it all. It looks like all those who plan on continuing the race will be staying on the lead lap to this moment. So let's see. The 24 and the 36 are out of the race. That really does put a damper on Tide's hopes of passing the 51 in points. And the Cooker, no offense, but he's no stranger to DNFs in the season. The top 10 runners all the way back to about Canadian Lux are doing a solid job We know the 6 is kind of marred back in traffic a little bit. That's one to keep your eye on, to say the least, given how the point situation is developing at the moment. And here we go. Green flag back in the air. Racer leads them back. Now they're single file. They'd be less likely to do this dumb shit. They don't count out the 11 yet. He's had some bad luck throughout this season that's held him back, but if he could just get a win either here or next race, that would solve all of his problems. Seto is another driver looking for a win. That would absolutely clinch Rookie of the Year for the 23 if that would happen. But it's long odds. The rookie battle's kind of been one-sided ever since the early stretch of races. It's now Jake is leading this race, followed by Ben. Both drivers, like, they're looking for a third win to really push themselves into the championship contender status here. But the bottom lane, the push was coming strong from the 42. Just the 16 just cornered better there. The top 5 are really pushing strong. Mizzou sits in 6, currently holding up a bit of these guys. See the 84 and 3 wide behind him. Canadian Lux, Wannabe, they're all going hard. KSS BSS is sitting 7th, looking for a position that he is getting underneath the 19 to get. So far, so good. Back under caution. Yeah, that might be a pretty prevalent theme throughout the race. It seems like whoever wrecked kind of got their shit together and vacated the premises, which, honestly, I'm not complaining. That minimizes the chances of bullshit happening. But it was Tank Gunner. Yeah, Tank Gunner was just 3 wide middle. And yeah, it just seemed like those two didn't really give a shit about the 12. As now Tank's got a bit more damage to work with. Everyone else making it through just fine. The 12. Back there. And now it's a full pit sesh right here. It's 2x, but honestly, I think at this point in the run, they've run a pretty solid amount of laps. So, come one, come all, baby. Well, except Tiger Man. He doesn't feel like coming in. .34 staying out. Jake, Ben, CS, Racer. Yeah, the usual suspects are coming out in the order they are. Alright. You know what? Tiger Man is going to commit to the whole restarting from the lead thing. I do not agree with it. You're about halfway through a fuel run and you've had extensive repairs to the car, but you're being scored as the leader. Top 10 all the way back to the 84 at this point. Still only 2 cars out of the race at the moment. Alright, Tiger Man. Let's see what he's made of. As for 34, controls the restart. They got us back green. And he's put up on the high side in turn 1. Yeah, it seems like Jake has already made a move for the lead and is going to continue to lead here. Ben looking right on 34's back bumper, like right there. It forces him into a line, the higher side, wants to pass. So that's going to happen. Moves Ming back inside top 10. This is anticipatingly frustrating for points. With 2 points per position inside the top 10, that just really, you really want to push it for all you've got. Speaking of pushing for all you've got, another yellow is out, but we don't. I think it's Tank again. It might have been someone else's wreck, though. Oh, yeah. 20 of Islam upside down. Kyle D and Gamma are the hook there. 20 of Islam. Damn. The 12 of Tank actually self-spun trying to avoid the incident. Duke was able to dodge it, even 66. That's all there was to that. Yeah, I think the 4 are going to have some damage as well. Not what that team wants to see, but I think they should be fine to be able to keep going. The 20 looks to be out of the race. Yep. Say it ain't so. This gives Tiger Man the opportunity to pit. And looks like Gamma will be able to stay on the lead lap. Not by much, though. That's what the short track racing does to you here. Like, you lose your patience a little bit. Now Canadian Lux back to the top 10. We're seeing some spooky things happen at the night of Richmond. I'd say let's keep it going on a long green or something else. Well, the green flag run has started. And it looks like the top 2 are continuing to top 2 all over each other. CS Fast and 11 just staying the course right now, sitting 4th. Logan's looking to battle for every single point he can get his hands on. That would benefit him greatly at this moment. The 84 on the low side, maybe trying to help. Yeah, the gang's all here. The number 5 currently sitting solidly in the bottom. Just taking care of business. That's all he really needs to do. Yeah, even some drivers who are doing better than you think. Frosty to Otter sitting in 11th has been running a solid job. Just cashing in those points. That's kind of the most you could ask for right now if winning is too tall of an order. Jake has pulled away. He's got big lead there. The front few are even spaced out quite a bit. I think the whole field might be more spaced out than usual. Good old flyby here. Everyone still on track on the lead lap, so should be able to see who's running fast, running not. One driver who is not never say die attitude right there is a 6. Kind of had a little bit of stuffy moment back in the field, but is pulling herself up through the field, not wanting to give up the final spot and points to make the playoffs at this moment. 45 is in a slightly safer position, but still precariously hanging on that edge. The 99 at least has a win to keep him company, as yellow's out. This one looks like an impact and a half. Let's see. Oh, it was Seto and Kyle D. Damn. Kyle D just really put it in there. The 23 was not expecting that. Oh, it's a tough hit for the 23 car. Oh, 51. A little slow on the apron. Might be just the way he was dodging it. The cars do get a little funky off of 4. Sum up with 38. You do have some pitters, not really sure. Yeah, Hyper and Toad coming down pit road. Honestly, it's not like their races were doing good anyway, so. But again, they do have a points battle that they're hoping that the 43 kind of doesn't have the best race here. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Those two just kind of waiting out the regular season. But at the same time, points. 34 is also having trouble, so who knows? Maybe Ben and Jake might rise to become favorites in the championship again. Jake, knowing what it's like to make it to the top, has more experience in that regard, but maybe a Ben championship run could happen? And either way you slice it, we're going back green. Want to be putting it down hard. Mizzou sailing high, but 9 looks like he's going the wrong way. 43 keeping it real. Maybe with the 2X and how much these guys aren't pitting, maybe we're trying something like NASCAR heat strategy where they go on a different cycle. I'm probably overthinking it though. So the 8 having a solid day. The thing about this track is that the leaders are just leading a little too strong right now. Jake, Ben, they have a racer in the mix as well. CS Fast and 11 could do some damage here. If he can just make it crest victory, he'd take good points. Logan's sitting 5th. Just could use a little more of that 42. as Racer takes the lead. The 1 back out front. The 29 trying to fall back into the groove before Ben takes a spot. As the front few are really putting on good work. Let's go back a little bit. You see that 6, just never giving it up. And even some of these drivers who are like super back marker that have just been avoiding trouble could just get a top 20 finish here and bank solid points. Like you see the 7, the 13. Like wasn't the 3 involved in one of the more recent cautions? Like he's got a solid car. 22nd right now. Not able to capitalize on that specifically. See Hyperdrive moving into the top 25. And Toad Warrior's got some speed too. Shoving those guys up the track, no regard. Hampter and the Puff have been kind of battling each other all race along. And even beyond these guys, ones who are barely hanging speed. Team Duke's been in the back ever since the beginning when the caution started happening. 66 keeping him company. Gamma with an iffy run. Travis Scott, last car on the lead lap. Wannabe's got some pace. I like that. That the 5 is able to actually keep it nice and rolling here as we have really began adventuring into the long green flag run. That tends to happen now. Spectator cam. Yeah, ever since the 20's out of the race, there's 36 left. That's the top 10 as they run. As Zentz is probably applying pressure to Frosty there. That's for a top 10 spot. Zentz really trying to sustain good runs in order to really have a chance at moving on in the round system of the playoffs that we have here. Missy Viper want to be getting into it. That's a spot inside the top 10. KSS BSS has been on the back bumper of the 42 for a while now. But the 43 is looking to get in to the top 5. The 42's been running just good enough to hold him off. The top few spots there as we see our first lap car, Travis Scott, going to be going a lap down. There's more lappers than just him. There's a whole group after the 26 that leaders are going to be wary of. yeah, that yeah, now we see the lapping begin. The one trying to catch 29, bobbing and weaving through this stuff. Team Duke is next, as everyone really up to Fred Jones is close by. But that's 4 lap cars. And our leaders, that's like a lot. That's a lot. That's like, relatively speaking. Now the 84 and the 42 go to work. Misty Viper has been just maintaining his top 10 spot, just silently doing good. All you could really ask is we have a crash. But 26 around. Wannabe damaged. Oh, the 8. Oh, more trouble. They're wrecking. It went from calm to calamity in a nutshell. Man, the lap car just didn't respect CS Fast and 11 being down there, and that's what causes him to wreck. Wannabe got some damage from it. I couldn't tell you. The 8 hit pretty hard. Okay, and Lux, Toad Warrior, involved in the fray. And more wrecking off the 4. The 6 just loses control into those guys. And you got, it's a free-for-all down here. Mizzou, Jerry, Blake, Seto spinning. The puff in the 50 doesn't really hit anything. It just turns into a free-for-all madness. Who's going to be cut off on the lap down? I think the 4 of Gamma might be stuck a lap down. Oh, 66 as well. We had a moment of calm, but the storm is brewing back up again. Alright. The 62, 38, 26, 9, and 8 are all out of the race. This really becomes a lot difficult points. Duke is a lap down. Gamma's a lap down. Fucking Ringo Dude's a lap down. 28 cars on lead lap. Back to Born Ready. Survive the carnage, win a prize. I couldn't tell you what else you got to do around here to get it done. But Green's back out, and this restart is going to be hell on the leaders. Nobody giving an inch up front. Ben McDonald taking the brute force approach on the low side. Jake tunneling the middle. The 16 to the front. The 11 is going to get pushed clear. Is this CS Fast and 11's chance to get it done? Big ups for the 11 team if they could do it. Where did the 15 come from? Vaxon has infiltrated the top 5. Big chances for drivers to prove their might here. RS Fast and 11 takes the lead late in the going. Well, relatively late. There's still like 25 laps to go. Back under yellow. This is back when the madness truly sets in. A spin. That was a 7 of Super Sumo. He was one of those ones I said that could get a top 20 if he could just avoid chaos like this. But it caught up to him, to say the least. The 7 spinning out, bringing the yellow out. Those lappers are still going to be a lap down. Now the setup makes it a lot more easy for the 84 to outgun those guys on the restart. RS Fast 11 leading CS, Zentz in 3rd, Ben McDonald 4th, Vaxon 5th, KSS BSS in 6th, Kyle D running 7th after all he's been through. 8th is Misty Viper, 9th is Logan, and Hampter just sitting top 10. Why not? The restart, this is the 84's chance. RS Fast 11, he's been winless so far here, but he has been given easy chances to make it happen now as he goes to the front here on this green flag run. And they're pushing each other up the track crazy. Zentz in 3rd, trying to run where CS is to get free of this traffic. And traffic's still eating everyone up. The outside lane seems to be more prolific for now. Misty Viper moving up to 4th, it seems. Ben McDonald really got the sour end of that stick on lap traffic. And the 6 has moved up spots. Definitely not what 42 wants to see. Oh, more trouble in the back. Oh, yellow is out. If it wasn't already out before, it certainly is now again. Racer into the inside wall really hard. Oh, the 7 got turned again. Super Sumo and Racer go hard in the inside wall. BS Fast Lane 11 getting pinballed around. Pretty rough. And Jake sustaining good amount of damage. A 78 actually hit there. The more yellow, more laps that click off the board, the crazier it gets for the field. All right. The field notices running out of time. Zentz came in. He's back 27th. That one Racer has a brakes issue out of the race. 27 lead lap. RS Fast and 11 leads CS Fast and 11. Vaxon sits 3rd. 4th is Misty. 5th is Landon. 6th Logan. 7th Emma. 8th Ben. 9th Kyle D. And KSS BSS in 10th. If there's any time to do it, it's going to be green now. CS Fast and 11. Trying to clear. Oh, Misty gets spun. Quick on the restart. Oh, no, that's bad. You know what? This might actually be to lead to one final restart. Misty Viper. Short track delirium setting in. Landon was right there as well. And this comes right up. Logan able to get by, luckily. But the 6 as well. Like, yeah, Darkest Presence takes a shot after skimming the 50, the 5, 17, 50, and 7 involved. Landon, big damage. Oh, Darkest Presence. Trying to come in pit road. Fred Jones trying to get out of pit road. Presence may have taken Jones out there on accident. And 48 of Henya just self-spinning. That's usual. This is pure insanity. Alright. So, 45's out of the race, 5's out of the race, 86, 99, 78. 20 lead lap cars. Now it's inline racing with intent to go on the restart. RS Fast 11 leads CS Fast 11. Vax in 3rd, Logan 4th, 5th Ben, 6th Emma, 7th Mizzou, 8th Kyle D, 9th KSS PSS, and Tiger Man sits 10th somehow. A restart is in the air. Green, green, green. Oh, CS gets a bad launch. Oh, maybe not. Everybody's going for it. The 84 just has, he has a very, this is the 84, the fast lane dilemma. Get your first win of the season, or let your father pass so he can make the playoffs. The fast lane dilemma, sitting 1-2 right now. Ben McDonald takes 4th, looking to track down Faxon, who sits 3rd. Ben's had a fast car, just never been able to break it where he wants to. Ben McDonald has speed. He's just trying to catch up, maybe a little too short for the 16 to make it. The 84, seeing what he's got for himself. Ben, menacingly sitting in 3rd. I think Ben's got the speed. Here comes CS with the run. Can CS Fast at 11 take the battle with them to 3 to go? Side by side. The top 3 all there. CS Fast 11 has to hold off Ben McDonald. 2 to go. Ben with the run. Ben's got the pace. 84 going to try and run that back. Not quite there. White flag. Ben McDonald has been man on a mission for speed right here. And the 16 cups around and picks up a win at Richmond. Unbelievable. What happened back there? Man, some insanity near the end of that race, but that was... Whew! What the hell? That's all we got for this race. We will see you next time. Take care.